darling. Close the window. There's a bad smell from that stagnant water, and besides, the mosquitoes are coming in.
Leave me alone.
Come, my darling. Come sit down. You shouldn't lean out. You might fall into the water. You know what happened to Francois I. You must be careful.
Still more examples from history? Sweetheart, I'm tired of French history. I want to see the boats on the water making blocks in the sunlight.
You can't see them. There's no sunlight. It's nighttime, my darling.
There are still shadows.
Oh, no, you're frightening me. Now come, sit down. Now, you won't be able to see them come anyway. There's no use trying. It's dark.
I wanted to see. You know how much I love the water.
Oh, I don't know how you can, my darling. It makes me dizzy. Oh, this house, this island. Water all around us. Water under the windows. Oh, stretching as far as the horizon.
6 o'clock in the evening and it's dark already. Wasn't like this before. But surely you remember it used to be daylight at 9 o'clock in the evening, at 10 o'clock, at midnight.
Well, come to think of it, that's very true. What a remarkable memory you have.
Things have certainly changed.
Why is that, do you think?
Well, I don't know, Semiramis, sweetheart. Perhaps it's because the further one goes, the deeper one sinks. Because the earth keeps turning around.
Around. Oh, yes, you have a remarkable intellect, my darling. You are very gifted. You could have been head president or head king. Or head general if you'd wanted to. If only you'd had a little ambition in life.
That, we not have lived any better, and besides, we have a position here. I am general, in any case, of the house. General factotum.
My darling, my pet.
I'm very bored.
Oh, you were more cheerful when you were looking at the water. Let's amuse ourselves by making believe the way you did the other evening.
Make believe yourself. It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Your turn.
Your turn. Your turn.
Drink your tea, Semiramis.
Oh, come on. Now imitate the month of February.
I don't like the months of the year.
They're the only ones we have up until now. Oh, come on, just to please me.
Oh. All right. February.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's just right. Oh, you're as cute as can be, my darling. Oh, you could have been at least a head general if you wanted.
I am a general. General factotum.
Tell me the story. You know, the story. Then at last we arrived.
Again? But I'm sick of it. Then at last we arrived, that again, but it's monotonous. For the last 75 years of our married life, every single evening, absolutely every blessed evening, you make me tell the same story, imitate the same people, the same months. I'm sick of it. Let's talk about something else.
Oh, but I'm not tired of it, my darling. It's your life. It fascinates me.
You know it by heart.
Oh, but it seems as though I've forgotten all of a sudden everything. It's as if my mind is a clean slate every evening. Oh, yes, I do it on purpose. I take a dose of salts. Again for you every evening. Oh, come on, begin again, please.
Well, if you really want me to.
Yes, begin. Tell your story. Well, it's also mine. What's yours is mine. Then at last we arrived.
Then at last we arrived, my sweetheart.
Oh, then at last we arrived, my darling.
Then at last we arrived at a big fence. We were frozen, just soaked through to the bone for hours, for days, for nights, for weeks.
For months.
In the rain, our ears, our feet, our knees, our teeth were chattering. It was nearly 80 years ago. They wouldn't let us in. They might have at least have opened the garden gate.
In the garden, the grass was wet.
There was a path that led to a little square, and in the center of the square, the village church. Where was this village? Do you recall?
No, my darling, I've forgotten.
Well, where was the road? How did we get there? I think this place was called Paris.
Paris never existed, my little one.
But that city must have existed because it collapsed. It was the city of light, and it was extinguished 400,000 years ago. Nothing remains of it today except a song.
A real song? Well, how odd. What song?
A lullaby, an allegory. Paris will always be Paris.
And the way to it was through the garden. Was it far?
Song, the rain.
Oh, you are very gifted, my darling. Oh, you could have been head president, head journalist, or head comedian, or head general. But all that's gone down the drain, alas. Down the old black drain. Down the old drain, I tell you.
Then at last we arrived.
Oh yes, go on.
Then at last we arrived. We laughed, we cried. The story was so idiotic. I mean, the idiot arrived at full speed, bare belly, hot belly,
Bare belly,
with a trunk chock full of rice, and the rice spilled all out on the ground. Bare belly,
Spilled on the ground.
His bare belly pushing the ice around, the rice on the ground. Everywhere, the rice, his belly flopping along.
So that's the way it was. Your wonderful Paris.
Who could put it better?
Oh, my darling. You are really so really fine. You know, so really, well, you could have been a lot more than a general factotum.
Let's be modest. We should be content with the little things.
You've spoiled your career.
I spoiled it? Build it? Mama. Mama, where are you? Mama. Mama. Oh, I'm an orphan.
Oh, no. Here I am, my darling.
No, Samira, sweetheart, my mama, who's going to protect me?
No, I'm here, my darling.
No, it's not the same thing. I want my mama. You're not my mama.
No, don't cry.
No, let me go.
You're breaking my heart.
I'm spoiled. I'm wet all over.
Now,
My career is spoiled. It's spilled.
Calm down.
No.
Don't cry. You're breaking
I want my mama. I don't have a mama anymore.
Oh, I'm your wife.
No, I'm an
I'm
orphan.
the one who is your mama now.
Oh, no.
Oh, now, come on. Don't cry, my orphan.
Where's my mama?
Orphanly,
Where is she?
orphanly,
Where's my mama?
in heavenly paradise. She hears you. She sees you among the flowers. Oh, don't cry, my little one. You'll only make me weep.
That's not even true. She can't hear me. She can't see me. I'm an orphan on earth. And you're not my mama.
Come on. Calm down. Don't get so upset. Oh, you have great qualities, my little general. Dry your tears. Your guests are sure to be here this evening, and they mustn't see you this way. No, all is not spoiled. All is not lost. You will explain. You have a message. You will tell them everything. And they will listen to you. You must be strong. You must live. You must struggle for your message.
That's God's truth. I have a message. I struggle. A mission. I have something to say to humanity, to mankind.
Yes, your message, my darling, to mankind.
That's true. Yes, it's true.
Yes, that's it. You're a man, a soldier, a general factotum.
I'm not like other people. I have an ideal. I am perhaps gifted, as you say. I have some talent, but it's not easy for me. I've served well in my capacity as general factotum, always taking command of every situation honorably. That should be enough. The end of the garden, there was what, my dear?
The city of Paris.
And at the end of the city of Paris, there was what?
Was what, my darling? Was who?
The place and the weather were beautiful.
Oh, yes, the weather was beautiful. Are you sure?
Recall the place.
But what?
It was so far away, I no longer recall. Where was this?
Well, no matter where it was, I will follow you anywhere. I will follow you, my darling.
Unfortunately, I have such trouble expressing myself.
Oh,
but I must tell all.
Oh, yes, you must. Have you decided?
Yes, I will speak.
Oh, yes. You could have been head orator if you had had more willpower in life. Oh, I'm proud. I'm proud that you are at last going to speak to every country, to Europe, to every continent.
Drink your tea, Semiramis. Unfortunately, I have such trouble expressing myself. It's not easy for me.
Oh, but it's easy once you begin. Like life and death. Oh, it's enough to have made up your mind. And it's in speaking that ideas come to us, that words we find perhaps everything. And then the garden and the city too, and we are orphans no longer.
It's not I who's going to speak. I've hired a professional orator. He's going to speak in my name, you'll see.
Oh, so then it really is for this evening. Oh, and you've invited everyone, all the characters, all the property owners, and all the intellectuals.
All the intellectuals, all the owners.
The janitors, the bishops, the chemists, the tinsmiths, the violinists, the presidents, the delegates, oh, the police, the merchants, the buildings, the pen holders, the chromosomes.
Yes, and the post office employees, and the innkeepers, and the artists, everyone who is either a little intellectual or proprietary.
And the bankers?
Yes, invited.
Oh, the proletarians, the functionaries, the militaries, the dignitaries, oh, the reactionaries, the revolutionaries, the alienists,
Of
and
course,
their
all of them,
alienated.
all of them. Since everyone is actually either intellectual or proprietary.
No, don't get so upset, my darling. I don't mean to annoy you. It's just that you are so very absent-minded, like all great geniuses. But this meeting this evening is important. They all must be here. Can you count on them? Have they promised?
Drink your tea, Semiramis.
The papacy, the papayas, and the papers?
Yes, I've invited all of them. They will, all my life, I have felt like I was suffocating, and now they will know all. Thanks to you. And the orator, I mean, you are the only ones who have understood me.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
The meeting will take place in a few minutes.
And it really is for this evening. And you won't feel like crying anymore? The proprietors and the intellectuals will take the place of papas and mamas? Couldn't you put off this meeting? Won't it be too tiring for us?
You really think it'll tire us?
Well, you have a slight cold.
Well, how can I call it off?
Well, invite them for another evening. You could
Well,
telephone.
no, I can't do that. It's too late. They've probably already embarked.
Oh, you should have been more careful.
I think I hear someone coming already.
Oh,
Yes, there's someone coming.
perhaps it's the orator.
Oh, he won't come so soon. This must be somebody else.
Oh! Oh!
Now, come on.
My hair
come
must
on.
look a sight. Oh, and I'm so
You should have
badly
gotten ready before you had
dressed.
plenty
I'm
of
wearing
time.
an old gown and it's all rumpled.
All you had to do was press it.
Oh, all right.
Hurry up.
All
We're
right,
taking
all
our
right.
guest. Wait.
I'm coming.
Oh, good evening, madam. Won't you come in, please? We're delighted to see you. This is my wife.
Oh, good evening, madam. I'm so happy to make your acquaintance. Oh, mind you don't ruin your hat. You might remove the hat pin. That will be more comfortable. Oh, no one will sit on it.
Oh, put your fur down there. Here, let me help you. Oh, no, nothing will happen to it.
Oh, what a pretty suit and such darling colors in your blouse. Oh, would you have some cookies? Oh, no, you're not fat. No, plump. Oh, well, just leave your umbrella there.
Follow me, please. I have only a modest position here. And you've had good weather?
Yes, oh, you're not too tired? Oh, yes, a little.
Oh, at the edge of the water.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say so.
Oh, let me get you a chair.
Oh, take this one in the meantime. Oh, yes, it is rather hot in here, isn't it? Oh, what a charming fan you have. My husband gave me one very like it. That would have been 73 years ago. It was for my birthday. I still have it.
Life is never cheap, madam.
Oh, yes, indeed that is so. Well, you are very right. It's about time someone did something about that. But perhaps my husband can do something about it. He's going to tell you about it.
Hush, Semiramis. It's not time to talk about that yet. Oh, I'm sorry, madam, to have aroused your curiosity. Oh, dear madam, please don't insist.
Oh,
Oh,
oh yes.
you're quite right.
Oh, certainly not.
Oh, it's not possible.
Oh, indeed, yes.
Yes.
Oh, she's charming.
Madam has made a conquest. My congratulations.
Oh, you're not like the young people today.
Oh, I'll get it for you. Don't trouble you. Oh, you're too quick for me.
Well, she's younger than you.
Old age is a heavy burden. I can only wish you an eternal youth.
My husband is sincere. He speaks from the heart, my darling. Oh, it's very kind of you to take such an interest in us.
We live a retired life.
My husband is not really misanthropic. It's just that he loves solitude.
Oh, we have a radio. I get in some fishing, and there's fairly regular boat service.
On Sundays, there are 2 boats in the morning and 1 in the evenings, well, not to mention privately chartered trips.
And when the weather's clear, there's a moon.
Oh, my husband is dedicated to his duties as general factotum. They keep him very busy, although at his age, he could very well take it easy.
I'll have plenty of time to take it easy in the grave.
Oh, now don't say that, my little darling. Well, our family, what's left of it, and my husband's friends would still come to see us from time to time, 10 years ago.
In the winter, a good book beside the radiator and the memories of a lifetime.
Oh, a modest life, but a full one. Oh, he dedicates 2 hours every day to work on his message. Oh, someone has come. Go quickly.
Oh, please excuse me just a moment. I'll go to the door. You get some chairs.
Oh, yes, excuse me.
This must be someone important. Oh, Colonel. Good evening, dear Colonel. This is a great honor. I wasn't expecting. I'm proud to welcome you to my humble home, a hero of your eminence. I must confess that I Do not feel unworthy of your visit. Proud, yes, but unworthy, no.
Oh, what a handsome uniform! Oh, such beautiful medals. Who is it, my darling?
Well, can't you see it's the Colonel? Count his stripes.
Ah!
This is my wife, Semiramis. Come closer, I'll introduce you. My wife, the Colonel.
How do you do, Colonel? Welcome. You're an old comrade of my husband's. Yes, he's a general.
Factotum.
Oh! Well, he's most polite. One can see he's really superior. A superior being. Oh, this chair is for you.
Come this way, Colonel. One guest has arrived. We're expecting a great many more people.
Oh, yes, he's here.
A young lady we know.
Oh, a very dear friend.
The Colonel, a famous soldier.
Oh, yes, do take this chair.
No, can't you see he wishes to sit beside the lady?
Oh, that's going too far!
Perhaps. Oh, yes, Colonel. They're not here yet, but they will be here. In the order, he will explain my message. Take care, Colonel. This lady's husband may arrive at any moment.
Who is this gentleman?
I already told you, it's the Colonel.
Oh, yes, I knew it.
And why are you asking?
Well, for my information. No cigarette butts on the floor, Colonel.
Oh, Colonel, it slipped my mind. In the last war, did you win or lose?
Dear, don't let it happen.
Do I look like a bad soldier? I tell you, Colonel, one time, under fire and all on my own, I killed 209 of them. We call them that because they jumped so high to escape. Nevertheless, there weren't so many of them as there were flies. Yes, not very amusing, Colonel, but I have strength of character.
My husband never lies. Yes, we may be old, but we are nevertheless respectable.
A hero must be a gentleman if he expects to be a complete hero.
Oh, I have known you for many years, Colonel, but I would never have thought you capable of this. I would never have thought him capable of this.
I'm still capable of bearing arms.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me, I must go to the door. Bring a chair.
Yes. Oh, yes. Excuse me for a moment.
Oh, madam, you're here. I can scarcely believe my eyes. I didn't really dare to hope. All my life, I've thought about you, madam. Madam, all my life. They used to call you La Belle. Oh, it's your husband. Oh, someone told me, certainly. Come in. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, yes, your nose has grown longer. It's maybe a little swollen. Oh, no, I didn't notice it when I first saw you, but I can see it now. It's a lot longer. Oh, how unfortunate. Well, you certainly didn't do it on purpose. How did it happen again? Oh, little by little. Oh, excuse me, sir. Dear friend, I hope you permit me to call you dear friend. I've known your wife longer than you. She's still the same, except for a completely different nose. Oh, I congratulate you, sir. You seem to love each other very much. Oh, 2 guests have arrived. We'll need 1 more chair. Come in. Now then, Madam Belle. We used to call you Miss Belle. Now you're all bent over. Oh, no, sir. She's still Belle to me. Even so, under her glasses, I can still see the pretty eyes. Her hair is white, but under the white, I can still see brown. Blue. I'm sure of it. Well, come in. Oh, what is this? Oh, a gift for my wife. Oh, Semiramis. This is Belle. You know, Belle. Oh, I'm going to introduce you. This is Mrs. Belle, And her husband. A childhood friend. I've often spoken of her to you. And her husband.
Well, he certainly makes fine introductions. Oh, he has very good manners. Good evening, sir. Good evening, madam.
He's brought you a present.
Oh, what is it? A flower? Or a pear tree? A cradle? Or a crow?
No. Can't you see it's a painting?
Oh, how pretty! Oh, thank you, sir. Would you like to see it, dear friend?
Would you like to see it?
Doctor, oh, I feel squeamish. I have hot flashes. I feel sick. I have aches and pains. Oh, I have no feeling in my feet. I have cold in my eyes. Oh, I've got cold in my fingers. I'm suffering from liver trouble.
This gentleman is not a doctor. He's a photo engraver.
Oh, if you finished looking at it, you might well hang it up. Well, what does that matter? He's charming. He's dazzling. Without meaning to flatter you.
I'm very touched. You're still the same in spite of everything. I loved you 100 years ago. So much has changed. No, you haven't changed a bit. I loved you. I love you.
Oh, sir.
Oh, Colonel, I'm in complete agreement on that point.
Oh, certainly, sir. Certainly, sir. Certainly. Oh, thanks for hanging it up. Forgive me if I've inconvenienced you.
A young lady, you know, she's very sweet.
Yes, he's a mounted staff colonel. He's a comrade of my husband's. A subaltern. My husband's a general.
Your ears weren't always so pointed. Remember that?
Oh. Oh, you think I'm too old for that, do you?
When we were young, the moon was a living star. Why didn't we dare? We were just children. Wouldn't you like to recapture those bygone days? Is it still possible? Is it still possible? Alas, no, it's not possible. Those days have flown by faster than a train. Time has left the marks of its wheels on our skin. Do you think surgeons can perform miracles? Oh, no, Colonel. Soldiers are young, and I'm a soldier too, and the generals are like gods. Oh, yes, it ought to be that way. Oh, we've lost everything. We could have been so happy. We could have been. We could have been, but everything is lost.
No. Oh, flatterer. Rascal. Oh, you think I look younger than my years, do you? Oh, you're a little savage. Oh, you're exciting.
Will you be my Isolde and let me be your Tristan? Beauty is more than skin deep. It's in the heart. Do you understand? Oh, we could have shared such pleasure, such joy, an eternity. Why didn't we dare? We weren't brave enough. Now everything is lost. Lost.
Oh, no. Oh, you give me the shivers. Oh, and are you ticklish? To tickle or to be tickled? Oh, I'm a little embarrassed. Do you like my petticoat or do you like this skirt better?
And General Factotum has a poor life.
Oh, yes, in order to make crepe de chine, a leaf of beef, an hour of flour, a little gastric sugar. Oh, you have clever fingers. All the same.
My worthy helpmeet Semiramis has taken the place of my mother. Oh, Colonel, as I've often observed you, one must take the truth as one finds it.
Oh, do you really, really believe that one can have children at any age? Any age, children?
This is the only thing that has saved me. The inner life, peace of mind, austerity, my scientific investigations, philosophy. Oh,
and my message.
No, I've never yet betrayed my husband, the general. Oh, not so hard. You're going to make me fall. I'm only his poor mama. Oh, it is my conscience that causes these tears to flow. A great, great mama. Oh, the branch of the apple tree is broken. You will have to find someone else. I no longer want to gather rosebuds.
All the preoccupations of a superior order. Sit down. Please, sit down.
Oh, yes, we had one son. But, of course he's still alive. Well, he's gone away. Oh, it's a common story. Or rather, unusual. He abandoned his parents. Oh, he had a heart of gold. That was so long ago. We loved him so much. Oh, but we couldn't keep him near us. We tried, my husband and I. We tried to hold him back with all our might. He was 7 years old, the age of reason. I called out to him, my son, my child, my son, my child. He didn't even look back.
Alas, no, we've never had a child. I hoped for a son, a Semiramis too. We did everything. My poor Semiramis is so maternal too. But perhaps it's better this way. As for me, I was an ungrateful son. Grief, remorse, regrets. It's all we have left.
He said, "You kill birds! Why do you kill birds?" But we don't kill birds. Well, we've never so much as harmed a fly. And his eyes were full of big tears. He wouldn't let us drive him. Well, he wouldn't let me come near him. No, you kill all the birds, and he showed us his little fists. You're lying. You betrayed me. The streets are full of dead birds, dying baby birds. Well, no, my child, that's the song of the birds. No, it's their death rattle. The sky is filled with red blood. No, my child, the sky is blue. No, you betrayed me. I adored you. I believed you to be good. Papa, Mama, the streets are full of dead birds. You've torn out their eyes, and I refuse to stay with you. Oh, I threw myself at his feet. His father was weeping. We couldn't hold him back. Oh, and as he went, we could hear him calling, "It is you who was responsible." What does that mean? Responsible?
I left my mother to die all alone in a ditch. Called after me, moaning feebly, "My child, my beloved son, don't leave me to die all alone. Stay with me. I don't have much time left." I said, "Mama, I'm just going to be a minute. Don't worry. I'll be back soon. I was in a hurry. I was going to a ball to dance. I'll be back in a minute, Mama." When I returned, she was already dead. They had buried her deep. I broke open the grave and tried to find her, and I couldn't. I know, sons always abandon their mothers and more or less kill their fathers, but I suffered for it. The others, they don't.
He cried, "Papa, Mama, I will never set eyes on you again."
I suffer. The others, yes, they don't.
Don't speak of this to my husband. He loved his parents so much. Oh, he never left their side even for a moment. Well, they died in his arms, saying, "You have been a perfect son. God will be good to you."
I can still see her stretched out in the ditch, holding Lily of the Valley in her hand, She cried, "Don't forget me, don't forget me." Her eyes filled with big tears, and she called me by my baby name. Little chick, don't leave me here all alone.
He's never written to us. We hear from time to time a friend will tell us that he's been seen here or there, and, well, that he's doing well, that he's a good husband.
When I returned, she'd been buried a long time. Oh, yes, madam, we have a movie theater in the house, a restaurant, bathrooms.
Oh, yes, Colonel, indeed so.
Yes, certainly. Yes.
Oh, well, and
Oh,
all.
well.
Oh, no.
It's ours is theirs.
No, him or
Yes.
her? Oh, curl papers,
certainly.
all of them, yes. Why?
Well, I don't know.
All in
all in all.
all.
What's that, madam? Oh, more people.
Oh.
I'll go to the door. Bring some more chairs.
I thought I heard some boats.
Excuse me, ladies, gentlemen.
Oh, just get up for a moment, would you please? Get up. Yes, the orator will be here at any
Come in,
moment,
come in,
and we
ladies.
must
Come in,
ready
gentlemen.
the room
Yes.
for the meeting.
Come right in.
Oh, yes.
Right in.
Well, lend me a hand, would you, please?
Come in.
Oh, yes. Thanks.
My wife, Mr., Mrs., my wife. Mr., Mrs., my wife.
Who are all these people, my dear?
Go find some chairs, my dear.
I can't do everything.
Oh, don't drop your movie camera. The Colonel, the lady, Mrs. Bell, and the photo engraver. Now, these are the newspaper men. They come to hear the order, too. Should be here any minute now. Now, don't be impatient. You won't be bored. Oh, come along quickly, Semiramis. We're still short one.
Right. Yes, and I am doing as well as I can. Who are all these people? I'm not a machine, you know.
Sit down, sit down. The ladies with the ladies and the gentlemen with the gentlemen, or vice versa, if you prefer. Yes. Does anyone need a fountain pen? Telephone Monique. Yes. Oh, Claude, he's an angel. Yes. Oh, I have no radio, so I take all the newspapers. Well, that depends on a number of things. Yes, I manage these buildings, but I have no help. Well, we have to economize. Please, no interviews at the moment. Not right now. Later, we'll see. Now, we still need another chair. What can she be doing? Oh.
I'm doing my best. Who are all these people?
I'll explain later.
And that lady? Who is that
Don't
lady?
get upset. Oh, Colonel, journalism is a profession too, like a fighting man's. Now take care of the ladies, my dear. Oh. More people, bring more chairs. Oh, come in. Come in. Yes, come in. Yes.
More chairs.
One does not bring little children to a scientific lecture. Poor thing will be bored, and if he starts to pee and pee on the ladies' dresses or cry, that'll be a fine state of affairs. Well, hold the little boy in your lap. The twins can sit in the same chair. Be careful, it's not very strong. It goes with the house. It belongs to the landlord. Oh, yes, my children. He'd make trouble for us. He's a very bad man. And he expects us to buy these worthless chairs. Oh, more people. More chairs. More people.
More people?
Come in. Come in.
Pardon me.
Yes, come right in.
Yes. Beg pardon. Oh, more chairs.
Come in.
More
Come in.
people.
Yes.
Oh,
There's scarcely a place here.
there are too many. Too many. Oh, are you wearing your sweater?
Come in, please. Come right in. Yes. Yes, come in.
Oh,
Come in. Come on. Yes, come right in.
too many.
Yes.
Too many. Oh, beg
Yes.
pardon. Mr. The chairs. Yes.
Let me sit.
to see
Oh, good.
Samira, for the love of
What, we need more chairs.
Oh.
Are you?
My darling, there are no more chairs. Programs. Would anybody like to buy a program? Yes,
Relax,
that's our
ladies
program
and gentlemen.
for
We'll
the
take care of
evening.
you.
Programs here. Well, then,
Each in his turn, and the
no,
order of his
madam, I
arrival.
cannot take care of everyone at the same
No,
time. I
I'll
don't have
find you a
33
seat, I'll
hands,
take
you
care
know.
of it.
I'm not a cow.
I said I'd find you a seat.
Could
Don't
you
get
be so
excited.
kind to pass the program to the
Over
lady
there,
next to
over
you,
there,
please?
yes.
Thank
Here.
you. My change.
Right here.
Thank you.
Oh, she's over there, further
Would
down.
you like
She's selling
Yes,
programs.
thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so
yes.
much.
Oh, there's a seat for you in the second row. To the right. No, to the left. That's it.
Thank you so much.
What do you expect me to do? I'm doing my best.
Where?
Push over a little here. Yes, there's a little bit of room there.
Oh,
Yes. That'll be do for you, won't it? Yes. Okay.
why are there so many people?
Ladies, gentlemen, excuse us, there are no more available seats. Ladies, gentlemen, a moment of silence. I beg of you, silence! Now, those of you with no seats, I'll have to ask you to clear the aisles. That's it. Don't stand between the chairs.
Who are all these people, my darling? What do they
Clear the
want?
aisles, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Those of you who have no seats must, for the convenience of all, stand there, against the wall, to the right and to the left. You'll be able to see everything, you'll be able to hear everything. I promise you, you won't miss a thing. All seats are equally good. Don't push.
push.
Don't
push.
Don't push.
Don't push, ladies and gentlemen. Don't push.
push.
There's no need to act like savages in any case.
Take care.
Oh, my darling. Where are you? I can't see you
Be
anymore.
quiet.
Where are you? Well, who is that man over there? Oh,
Where are you, Semiramis? Where are
no,
you?
but where are you, my darling?
Here by the window. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes. Yes, I can hear your voice. There are so many, but I can make out yours.
And you, where are you?
Oh, yes, I'm by the window, too. Oh, I'm frightened, my darling. There are too many people. We are very far from each other at our age. We must be careful. We could get lost.
I just caught sight of you.
Oh, my darling. Oh,
We'll
my
find
darling.
each other, never fear.
Oh, my
I'm with
darling.
friends.
Oh,
Well,
my
of course I believe in
darling.
progress, uninterrupted progress, with some jolts, nevertheless.
Oh, yes, it's fine, thanks. Oh, yes, it's been foul weather. Oh, yes, it's been nice. Oh, I'm afraid nonetheless. Oh, what am I doing here, my darling? My darling, my husband. Yes, my husband is here. He's over there. He's organizing everything. Oh, no, you'll never get to him. You'd have to go across. Oh, yes, but there are people who are happy. Yes, in the morning they have breakfast on the plane, and at noon they eat lunch on the Pullman, and in the evening they dine aboard the liner, and at night they sleep in the trucks that roll. Don't slink away into the shadows. Oh, certainly. Tell me everything.
I invited you here in order to explain to you that the individual and the person are one and the same.
Oh yes, he has a very borrowed look about him, doesn't he? He owes us a lot of money.
I am not myself. I am the other. I am the one within the other.
Now, take care, children. Take care not to trust one another.
Sometimes I awaken in the midst of absolute silence. It's a perfect circle. Nothing is lacking. But one must take care all the same. The shape might disappear. There are holes through which it can escape.
Ghosts, phantoms, mere nothings. Oh yes, the duties my husband fulfills are very important, sublime.
Excuse me, that is not at all my opinion. When the time comes, I will explain to you my views on the subject. When? When the time comes. The time will come soon.
The sooner, the better. That's understood.
Now don't get
My husband.
impatient. You'll hear my message
Oh, wait.
in just a moment.
I hear his voice. You know, my husband has never been understood. Oh, but at last his hour has come.
Now, listen to me. I've had a rich experience of life in all walks of life, at all levels of thought. I'm not an egotist, but humanity must profit by what I've learned.
Oh, you stepped on my foot! I have chilblains.
I've perfected a real system.
Oh, yes.
The order should be
The
here.
system. Oh, we've
I've
suffered so
suffered
much.
enormously.
The orator should be here.
Suffered
at
much,
certainly time.
learned
Suffered much, learned
You'll see for
much.
yourselves, my
You'll
system
see
is
for yourself.
perfect.
His system is
If only my
perfect.
instructions are carried out,
His instructions
we'll
are
save the
carried
world.
out. Oh, we'll save
One
our
truth
soul
for
by
all.
saving
Follow
the
me,
world. One truth
and
for all.
I have
Follow
absolute
him.
certainty that
absolute
never
certainty.
before
never,
has
ever,
something like
and
this
ever.
helped the world.
What's going on?
What? I can scarcely believe. Oh, it is His Majesty the Emperor.
Stand up! His Majesty the Emperor in my house, our house. Semiramis, do you realize what this means?
The Emperor, my darling. Oh, the Emperor! Oh, Your Majesty!
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty!
Your great
In
Majesty.
our
Oh,
house!
sublime.
In our house!
Oh, this is all a marvelous
It's a
dream.
marvelous
Stand up, ladies and gentlemen.
Stand up!
Our beloved sovereign, His Majesty the Emperor,
Yes.
is among us. Hurrah! Hurrah!
Hurrah!
Oh, Your Majesty, I'm over here. Can you hear me? Can you see? Please, somebody tell His Majesty that I'm here, His most faithful servant.
Oh, most faithful servant!
Servant, slave, dog. Arf, arf, arf! Your Majesty, your dog, Your Majesty. Oh, I caught a glimpse of the august face, the divine forehead.
Oh, calm yourself, my darling. His Majesty is looking at you. I saw him look at you. Oh, His Majesty has given me a wink. His Majesty is on our side.
Oh, they have to give His Majesty the best seat near the dais, so he can hear everything the orator has to say.
Oh, yes, at last. They're looking after the Emperor.
Oh, thank heaven for that. Ladies, gentlemen, little children, I implore you, I want to see, stand aside. I want to see the celestial gaze, the noble face, the crown, the radiance of His Oh, I got a clear glimpse of him that time. I'm at the height of joy. Oh, I can't find the words to express my boundless gratitude that His Majesty the Emperor is in my home, where I am a general.
General Factotum.
I'm proud of it, proud and humble, at the same time as I should be.
Oh, speak in the third person.
Your Majesty will deign to forgive me. You're here at last, but we had almost given up hope that Your Majesty wouldn't be here. And, oh, Savior in my life, I have been humiliated. Oh, Your Majesty, I have suffered so much. I could have been something had I been sure of Your Majesty's support. I have no other support. If Your Majesty had not come at last, it would have been too late. Sire, you are my last recourse.
Last recourse.
I've given my friends bad luck, those who have helped me. Lightning struck the hand held out toward me.
Held out toward.
They have always had good reasons for hating me and bad reasons for loving me.
Oh, but that's not true, my darling. I love you. I'm your little mother.
But my enemies have been rewarded and my friends have betrayed me. They've treated me badly. They persecuted me. And I always had too much pity. I refused to strike the enemy to the ground. I was always too good.
Too good.
But my pity has defeated me.
Oh,
They've crushed my bones. They've supplanted me. They've robbed me. They've assassinated me. In order to forget Your Majesty, I wanted to go in for sports. or mountain climbing. But they pushed my feet and made me slip. I wanted to cross the Pyrenees. If there were no Pyrenees.
no more Pyrenees.
I alone could have saved humanity, who was so sick. I could have spared it the evils that it has suffered so much of the last quarter of a century, had I had the opportunity to communicate my message.
Oh, no, but the orator will be here. He will speak for you, and His Majesty is here. Thus, you will be heard. There's no reason to despair. No, you hold all the cards. Everything is changed, my darling. Everything has changed.
Your Majesty, I know you have many other worries, but I have been humiliated. Morally, I throw myself at your knees.
Oh, sire, we throw ourselves at your knees, at your feet, at your toes.
I've had scabies. My employer fired me because I did not bow to his baby, to his horse. I've been kicked in the ass. But all that is no longer of any importance, since your Majesty is here. Since your Majesty will take my message into consideration. Oh, the orator should be here. He's making His Majesty wait.
Yes, the orator should be here. You will forgive him, your Majesty. Surely he is coming. We know he will be here. They have telephoned us.
He will speak on my behalf. I cannot. I lack the talent. He has all the papers, all the documents.
He has all the documents.
Oh, sire, patience, I beg you. The orator should be coming.
Yes, he should be coming. The
He will
orator
come.
will come.
He will come.
He will come. He will
will come.
come. He is coming. He is
He is
coming.
coming.
He will come. He
Coming.
is coming. He will
He
come.
will come.
He will come. He will come. He is
Oh.
here. He is.
Oh.
Oh. He exists in flesh and blood.
He exists. It is he. Oh, this is not a dream.
Oh no! I told you it's not a dream. I told you so.
Your Majesty, may I present to you the orator?
It is he.
You may ask him for autographs. No man in his lifetime could hope for more. And now, with your Majesty's permission, I will address myself to all of you. Ladies, young ladies, gentlemen, little children, dear colleagues, dear compatriots, Your Honor the President, dear comrades in arms, I address myself to all of you without distinction of age, sex, civil status, social rank, or business, to thank you with all my heart, as well as the orator, cordially for having come in such large numbers. Oh, silence, gentlemen.
Silence, gentlemen.
Yes. I address my thanks also to those who have made possible the meeting this evening, to the organizers, my wife,
Bravo.
my helpmeet, Semiramis.
The darling, he never forgets to give me credit.
Thanks above all to our beloved sovereign, His Majesty, the Emperor. Your Majesty, my wife and I have nothing more to ask of life. Our existence can come to an end in this apotheosis. My mission is accomplished. I will not have lived in vain, since my message will be revealed to the world. What matters all that now? That knowing that you, my dear orator, have the responsibility of radiating upon posterity the light of my mind, thus knowing that the universe will know my philosophy. Neglect none of the details of my private life. Some of it laughable, some painful, heartwarming, of my tastes, of my amusing gluttony. And speak of my helpmeet, of the way she prepared those marvelous little Turkish pies, and her potted rabbit a la Normandabit. And now, nothing remains except for us to withdraw immediately, to make the supreme sacrifice which no one has demanded of us,
Oh, yes.
but which we will carry out even
Yes.
so.
Let's die in full glory. Let's die in order to become a legend. At least they will name a street after us.
Oh, my faithful helpmate, you who have believed in me unfailingly through a whole century, you who have never left me, never. Alas, today at this supreme moment, the crowd pitilessly separates us. Above all, I had hoped that together we might lie, with all our bones together, within the self-same skin, within the same sepulchre, the same worms sharing our old flesh, that we might rot together.
Together.
Alas,
Alas.
our corpses will fall far from each other and rot in an aquatic solitude. Don't pity us too much.
What will be, will be.
We will be remembered. Our eternal majesty will remember us always. And we will leave traces, for we are people and not cities.
We will have a street named after us.
Let us unite in time and eternity. If we cannot be together in space as we were in adversity, let us die at the same moment. Once again, I put my trust in you. I count on you to tell all, to bequeath my message. Now, if your majesty will excuse me. Long live the emperor!
Farewell to all! Farewell!